In the continent of Thedas, one group stands between civilization and chaos, the Grey Wardens. A small but mighty group of dauntless heroes, tasked with defending the land of the living from a cruel and corrupting demonic force. But the journey to becoming one of these Grey Wardens isn't easy. It's fraught with deadly trials and rigorous training, designed to augment and turn you into one of Thedas' mightiest heroes, one bound for a tragic and ultimately fatal fate. Do you think you've got what it takes to become one of these Grey Wardens? Then welcome to Lawtor's Excursions, where we bring the most unique and sometimes horrifying experiences of the multiverse right to you. And coming to you today, courtesy of the Lawtor's Entertainment Division, is a guide to the augmentations, training, and life of a Grey Warden. So let's say you've been transported to one of the many kingdoms that make up the continent of Thedas. Well, good luck to you, because you're gonna need it, as this land is filled with political intrigue, warfare, and crucially for you, the Darkspawn, an ugly and malevolent grouping of creatures that lurk beneath the surface of Thedas, and they're driven by a singular purpose: to find and awaken the old gods. Dragon-like beings once worshipped by the inhabitants of Thedas, who upon being awoken and tainted by the Darkspawn, become archdemons, fiercely intelligent and evil beings that unite the Darkspawn forces together and unleash upon the surface world a blight. Catastrophic invasions where seemingly numberless Darkspawn surge from underground, overrunning cities and countryside alike, spreading death and tainting the people of Thedas, turning them into new Darkspawn. Now, during the First Blight, a period of unrelenting horror lasting nearly 2 centuries, the Grey Wardens emerged. Men and women from every race across the continent, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings, all banded together and united by a singular purpose: to fight the Darkspawn and defend against blights. And if you want to enlist with them, then we've got some good news for you. They take pretty much any skilled individual eager enough to sign up. So as a result, there's no one type of Grey Warden. They come from all walks of life: nobles, soldiers, mages, even former criminals. What matters most is strength of character, bravery, and a willingness to do whatever it takes to protect Thedas from the Darkspawn. In certain circumstances, however, the Grey Wardens can activate the right of conscription, an authority granted to the group after the First Blight that allows a Warden to demand that any individual, no matter their position or level of power, must enlist with the Grey Wardens, ready to boost the group's numbers in times of blight. So even if you don't want the, quite frankly, grim fate of facing off against Darkspawn for the rest of your life, you might not even be given a choice. Once you're enlisted, you're granted the rank of Warden Recruit, and your name is written in the annals of the Wardens, as any person brave enough to sign up is worthy of remembering, especially with what comes next: a secret ritual designed to test your physical and spiritual strength, known as the Joining. The first part of this trial will test your bravery and your skills in combat, seeing you venture out and fight a Darkspawn, then collecting its blood. This collected blood, steeped in the Darkspawn's tainted corruption, must then be taken to the Warden's mages. Here it undergoes a transformation, through magic and a blend of lyrium, herbs, and occasionally archdemon blood. The mixture is enhanced, made so potent that upon consuming it from a silver chalice, it begins to have an immediate effect tainting your body, unlike the slow transformation into a ghoul that would usually occur upon exposure to a Darkspawn's corrupting blood. You and your fellow Wardens will then speak a few words before the fluid is consumed. As it passes your lips, the concoction will begin forcing your body to combat the Darkspawn's corruption instantly. Your mind will be plagued by visions of Darkspawn, as your body fights the corruption for dominance. And if you're strong enough, you'll eventually just pass out, awakening anew as a fully fledged Grey Warden. The majority of initiates, however, do not pass the joining ritual, with the Darkspawn corruption overwhelming their bodies and killing them almost instantaneously, while some other Warden recruits attempt to back out when realizing the full weight of what the joining entails. Doing so is not a good idea, however, as the ritual is of the utmost secrecy, meaning any who refuse the concoction are executed on the spot. It's not fully known what causes an initiate to fail in the ritual, but some do believe that a lack of commitment to the Warden's cause, or a lack of faith in the ritual itself, can lead you to failing it. If you do pass, however, you will be given an amulet containing the Darkspawn's blood, done to help you remember those Wardens who did not succeed in the trials. As you begin your new journey as a Grey Warden, you'll begin to notice the new powers granted to you by the joining. Your first newfound ability is a connection to the Darkspawn hive mind. This link allows you to sense the presence of Darkspawn, a crucial edge in your fight against them. But be cautious, for as your senses sharpen, the Darkspawn, particularly the more intelligent ones, can also sense you. And as time passes, this sensing ability grows stronger, enhancing your awareness, but also increasing your risk of detection by larger groups of Darkspawn. The joining also renders Wardens much more resistant to further blight corruption, slowing their transformation into a Darkspawn drastically. This also allows you to get stuck into slaying the foul monstrosities without fear of further Darkspawn infection, as is common for regular soldiers when combating these beasties. There are some anecdotal accounts about how the joining could provide you with slightly increased strength and endurance, but perhaps most crucially, as you are now tainted, you have the power to end a blight, because when a normal person kills an archdemon, the creature just transfers itself to the nearest Darkspawn body, allowing the blight to continue indefinitely. But if you, as a Warden, were to slay it, the archdemon would transfer to you as the nearest tainted individual, where it would then clash with your soul, something that most Darkspawn don't have. This resulting struggle would then kill both the archdemon and yourself. There's also a few side effects and drawbacks to the joining, other than the whole high likelihood of your own demise. These side effects include bouts of ravenous hunger, reduced fertility, and haunting dreams that allow you to glimpse communications between an archdemon and their horde. All very fun stuff. As you begin your new life as a Grey Warden, you'll find yourselves in one of the Order's strongholds, surrounded by fellow Wardens, warriors, rogues and mages alike, all united in a singular purpose. Your days will be filled with rigorous training. You'll learn the most effective techniques to combat Darkspawn, honing your skills alongside your comrades. Each swing, spell and strategy is designed to prepare you for the relentless enemy you face. Joining the Grey Wardens means leaving behind previous commitments, positions and affiliations. You're now part of an endless war of attrition against the Darkspawn, a commitment that surpasses all others. In times of blight, you'll stand on the front lines, a crucial defender against the tide of Darkspawn forces. But even outside of blights, your duty continues, investigating Darkspawn activities, thwarting their raids, and keeping the lands of Thedas safe. Yet life as a Grey Warden isn't solely about battle and sacrifice. Amidst the challenges, you'll forge deep bonds of camaraderie with your fellow Wardens. These shared experiences often lead to strong friendships and sometimes even romantic relationships which are not banned within the Grey Wardens. But while you may find companionship within the Order, or your ties to family and friends from your past life, the inevitable approach of the calling looms over these relationships. As the corruption within you grows, you start to hear the whispers that plague the Darkspawn in their endless search for the old gods. When this calling beckons, you know it's time to bid farewell to your brothers and sisters in arms, before you start to go slowly mad and your body is racked with pain as it begins to fester and rot, slowly turning into a ghoul. Your final duty honours a long-standing agreement with the dwarves, sending you into the underground deep roads. There you'll fight valiantly against the Darkspawn, slaying as many as possible. A last stand to protect Thedas from the encroaching darkness, epitomising the Grey Warden's motto: in war victory, in peace vigilance, in death sacrifice. So, would you willingly enlist amongst the Grey Wardens? Would you submit yourself to the calling or desperately seek out a cure? Let us know down in the comments and make sure to subscribe to travel with us again soon. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.
The Lore Tours Spaceport is your destination for tours through the most fascinating worlds, groups, and events in the multiverse. From sci-fi to fantasy, we have it all. So make sure to subscribe and book your next trip with us.